said she was just a girl, small, quiet, fragile. But from the moment she arrived at Site 42, everyone knew something wasn't right. She didn't come in screaming. She didn't ask for help. She just sat there, calm, staring, smiling. Inside the underground SCP facility, red lights pulsed through concrete hallways as security escorted her down. Her name, or rather her designation, was Subject R0001. She didn't speak. She didn't eat. Her pulse barely registered. And yet, she smiled. A slow, knowing smile that never reached her eyes. Agent Myers, a veteran field operative, was assigned to her observation. He'd seen dozens of anomalies, creatures, distortions, even full-scale dimensional rifts. This girl unsettled him more than all of them combined. At first, it was uneventful. She remained seated,
so here's the rundown.
Unmoving, silent. But on the third night, the cameras began to flicker, one by one, first inside her chamber, then in the hall, then across the entire East Wing. The lights followed, humming, stuttering, dimming like the breath of something alive. Doors began opening on their own. Access panels flashed red, then black. And still, she didn't move. Senior Agent Skinner issued a quiet warning. This isn't just another anomaly. This girl, she knows she's being watched. The rest of the team laughed it off. Myers didn't, because when he stared at the monitor, she stared back. Not at the camera, at him, straight into his eyes, as if she saw through the lens, as if she was choosing who to speak to, without ever speaking. One night, the lights in her chamber went completely dark. 17 seconds of blackness, no signal, no backup, and when they came back on, she hadn't moved an inch. But the words, "remember," were scratched into the glass from the inside. No one saw her move. No one heard a thing. And still, the scratches were there. Her fingernails? Perfect. Untouched. Skinner reviewed the tapes frame by frame. Nothing. Until frame 3267, when, for just a split second, the girl was gone. The chair was empty. And in the next frame, she was back. Same posture, same smile. Paranoia began to spread through the staff. 2 guards refused to work her wing. A tech claimed he saw her reflection in his monitor, even though he was in another building. Another said she followed him home. His dreams. Myers tried to remain professional, but each night he felt her presence stronger, like a weight in the room, like something watching him, not from across the chamber, but from inside his own head. Day 7. A research assistant went missing. Her badge was found near chamber R001. Her voice appeared briefly on the intercom system hours later, whispering a lullaby no one recognized. Site 42 locked down Sector D. But by then, the fear had already spread. No one trusted the cameras. No one trusted each other. Some thought they were losing their minds. Others believed she was already inside. Day 9. Agent Skinner ordered a psychological sweep of all personnel involved in her containment. Of the 13 officers tested, 6 showed signs of memory contamination. 3 didn't remember who Subject R001 was, even though they'd spoken to her that same week. 2 were hospitalized. 1 was never found. And then came day 11, the breach. Subject R001 sat in her chair, silent, still. Agent Myers was watching from the control room. She slowly turned her head and stared straight at him. The glass of the chamber cracked, not shattered, cracked like ice under pressure. It began to melt at the edges. Sirens blared. Containment protocols failed. Backups failed. Every alarm rang at once. Emergency teams rushed toward her room. When they got there, she was gone. The chair was still warm, but she had vanished. No signs of forced entry. No holes. No escape route. Only one remained. A single file left on the floor of her chamber. A file that wasn't there before. Inside it read, Class R, memory contaminant anomaly, cognitively self-aware, containment, impossible. That night, the Foundation shut down all external access to Site-42. Records were erased, agents were reassigned, and the few who insisted she was never there began to forget, truly forget. But some remember, not clearly, not fully, like a dream that comes back in flashes, a whisper, a chill, a pair of eyes watching you from the reflection of your phone. Some say she's still here, not in the facility, but in the signals, the screens, the cracks in memory. They say she doesn't need a body anymore, that she exists through thought, through attention, through you. So if you ever catch yourself staring at a blank screen, if you feel someone behind you when no one's there, don't turn around, don't blink. And whatever you do, don't remember her, don't remember